recently when Richie Mensah, the head of Lynx Entertainment, had an interview on Hits FM with DJ Slim, I mean, he made it public that Kuami Eugene is no more with the record label, and he had a word with Kuami Eugene, and they had an amicable agreement for Kuami Eugene to leave the record label. And so as soon as that became public news, Dopenation took to their Twitter and had this to say. Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Beats Exclusives, and I'm back in the building with quick trendy updates on the block. Charlie, there is quite a lot going on in the Ghana music industry. I mean, there's been a few, here and there's been a few, bitings and, beefs, I don't know if this is Tolo beefy or if it's like the original. I don't know what kind of beefs, but, there's been beefs that has been stemming back from maybe 3 years back, up until this present day. And so we're going to jump straight into the Kuami Eugene Dopenation beef that's happening. I mean, this beef really and truly started. I don't know if Dopenation had any issues with Kuami Eugene prior to, them exiting Lynx Entertainment. But I mean, this whole beef became very public when Dopenation left the record label Lynx Entertainment, which is owned by Richie Mensah. And then when, Dopenation left, I mean, it happens. And so that wasn't a big news up until Kuami Eugene was interviewed and he was asked about, what he felt or how he felt about Dopenation leaving the record label. And this is what he had to say.
And finally, before I let you leave, I mean, when Dopenation came, we had the opportunity to ask you guys how you felt with them joining Lynx Entertainment. Now they are no more. How does that make you feel? Just a year with Lynx Entertainment.
Me, it makes me feel good.
Why?
It makes me feel good. I mean, they're two matured folks.
Wow.
They joined Lynx Entertainment, and I believe their time is over. Yeah, that one which you should answer. I think. I mean, there's time for everything. If this is the time for them to leave and they've been able to master courage to be on their own, may God help them. And I'm so happy for them. You get it. And just say be a few I mean, the world is ending or anything. I'm so happy for them. And I'm glad that now what will be shared among 4 boys will be shared among 2 boys. Bye-bye.
You've all heard what Kuami Eugene said about Dopenation when they exited, Lynx Entertainment. Now, I want to believe at the time Dopenation had a lot going on, in terms of restructuring and thinking about how they are going to survive outside of a record label and stuff. And so I didn't think they gave this much of an attention. This became a bit of a conversation in the industry. And so, fast forward into 2024, there were big rumors that Kuami Eugene is also, exiting, Lynx Entertainment. And Lynx Entertainment is known to have some cares, because obviously if you're an artist and you belong to a record label, you have people that works for the record label work for you, and so when you leave the record label, now it is up to you for you to restructure and find people that believes in what you do, and find the links and connections to be able to promote and push yourself. And so I believe time that has gone by, a lot of artists that have left Lynx Entertainment, they suffer, finding people to help them, continue from where they left off with Lynx. And so we have typical example like Asem, who absolutely disappeared from the industry. There were some rumors, pertaining to some other things that he was involved in. But I mean, Asem disappeared. OJ Black also disappeared up until, it was rumored that, he became sick and then, he also passed away. May his soul rest in peace. And then Miss V as well. I mean, Miss V has been releasing music here and there, but no, she's not had the buzz and the hype around her releases, her recent releases, like it used to be when she was with Lynx Entertainment. And so, people are saying that, listen, there is a Lynx curse that if you're not too careful and you leave the record label, you would suffer. I mean, in the case of Dopenation, I think they've done well for themselves, because when they left Lynx Entertainment, they've been very active releasing music, and they've had a few songs gone viral and stuff. TikTok has done some magic for Dope Nation, and so I want to believe they haven't really suffered the Lynx case that much. And so recently, when Richie Mensah, the head of Lynx Entertainment, had an interview on Hits FM with DJ Slim, he made it public that Kuami Eugene is no more with the record label, and he had a word with Kuami Eugene, and they had an amicable agreement for Kuami Eugene to leave the record label. And so as soon as that became public news, Dope Nation took to their Twitter and had this to say. And we all know Kuami Eugene also has a bit of a Twitter fingers, so he also had this to say. But Charlie, how though? How you go call somebody in release like gym music? Kuami Pie, don't be serious, guy. Listen, Dope Nation, they've had some street anthems and some street jams. I know most of their releases are very fast tempo songs, and so it is very relatable to use, or it is very, gym friendly. When you go to the gym, you don't want no slow down music, no lavish rock in the gym. You want hot music that you can bounce around with and get your workout in. And so Kuami Eugene referred to their music as gym music, and then Dope Nation too, Charlie. They'll be two in one. They won't let it slide. So they also came back to say this about Kuami Eugene. And they even predicted, listen, Kuami Eugene's release might be a stolen, music, or might be a stolen song or something. Because, Kuami Eugene throughout the years is very known for, kind of sampling. I don't think in our industry we are very open-minded about sampling. And so the minute you sample somebody's music, it is termed as, stealing. But sampling is done all around the world. Most of the very, 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 very most popular music that you've heard, from very popular musicians in recent times are probably songs from the 90s and 80s and all around. But I think that problem is a big problem in our industry because we don't have, proper way of crediting people's work for them to also benefit from, a sampled project. Like typical example, if somebody should go and take Nana Amachi Dede's music and sample it, because there's no proper system of how, Nana Amachi is going to collect royalties from the new project that is made out of his, earlier project, so it becomes a bit of a messy situation, dealing with copyright and all of that. And so we just, some people like to just jump to the conclusion that, listen, you've stolen somebody's music, because how are you going to credit them or pay them their royalties after you sample the music? And so that is where I want to believe the whole idea of you've stolen somebody's music becomes very popular, and it has become very popular and all of that. But anyway, Kuami Eugene throughout the years is really known for sampling people's music. That is nothing new to me, you get what I'm saying. And so Dope Nation also said, listen, Massa, come and release your music, but make sure it doesn't sound like anybody's music. And then they all went ahead to release their music. So this is Dope Nation's song, or this is Dope Nation's latest release.
Jehovah sees, Charlie. Jehovah oversees, Charlie. So when I go down on my knees, I pray for the things I like. I pray for the things I don't like. I pray for all the family vibes.
And then this is Kuami Eugene's latest release. Now, Dope Nation's release, is different from the usual, party bangers that they drop. And so, this is a bit of a calm vibe, on their side. And this is very new to me from them. Now, Kuami Eugene, on the other hand, even though, listen, his release sounds very popular to a song that, is already out there. He came out clean to state that his song was inspired by the song that we already know already. But listen, Dope Nation didn't let it slide. They went on their Twitter and had this to say. Right. And so, I mean, you can tell. I mean, I think Kuami Eugene started the whole vibe, but Dope Nation is telling him, listen, it be you start out, but it be we go finish up.
Yeah, I was in my element. I was in my element when we were playing the other song, but gonna be out of hold it. Got and grind, baby. Don't sweat it.
Dopenation.
And so, yeah, that be what's happening between Kuami Eugene and Dopenation. If this is your first time coming across my content, I'll please encourage you to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm always going to be here to bring you the top trending updates in town, on social media. On to the next. Bless.